Hi, it's Tammy and welcome back to the Bristly One, and this is the VidCon wrap-up. So last weekend, just 2 days ago, was VidCon, and I was there for all 3 days and had a great time. It wasn't like PAX. VidCon is not anything like PAX at all. VidCon is just all creators, people that want to create and people that want to see those creators. So it's completely different than PAX, where PAX is all gaming and then you have creators mixed in with that and the developers. This is not that. This is all creators. Now, I went to VidCon last year, and it wasn't totally different, but it did have a different vibe this year than it did last year. Last year you had a lot of mid to, million subscriber or more, 3 million subscriber or more, 6 million subscriber creators walking the floor and, doing signatures and photo ops and stuff like that. You didn't see a lot of that this year. You did see some, but you didn't see as much as you did last year. And I think because of that, when you did see somebody, it was mass hysteria. I saw one, creator, and I have no idea who she was actually, and it turned into a mob mentality where everybody went running over there, and I was asking people on the outskirts, who is it, and people were like, I don't know, it's just somebody there. So she was in the center of this, and she was literally yelling to tell people to step back, you're crushing me. And security had to go in there and literally throw people aside to get her out of there. And I mean, she was just this tiny little thing, but mob mentality took over a lot. So security was trying to keep that to a very minimum. So you didn't see a lot of people out on the floor. It doesn't mean there weren't, but any YouTuber that I really wanted to meet, other than that top tier, were up in the creator, on the second floor for the creator lounge. I met Gassy Mexican, who, oh my gosh, I've only been watching him for about a year now, but good God, in person, loved him, absolutely loved him. So then I met, who actually inspired me to start my channel, was My Virgin Kitchen, Barry Lewis from My Virgin Kitchen. So absolutely adore him. If you haven't seen him and you want to cook, other than watching mine, I would say go over and watch Barry's, because he is just such a genuine person. He's got the cutest little girls, and he's got a dog named Boston, but he was just so sweet and so genuine, and it was just a thrill for me to meet him. Who else? Oh, I met Boogie. What a great guy. He actually recorded a little video for my son.
Hey Parker, I got a question for you, okay? You know what's happening right now? This is VidCon, okay? It's me and Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and Philip DeFranco, JonTron. We're hanging out. What are you doing today? What are you doing, okay? Sitting at home, sitting on your butt, playing Overwatch? Like, come on, come here. Don't stay there. Come to here. You're a dumbass, okay? Get this camera out of my face.
But oh my gosh, just love talking to him. And then of course Matthias, who doesn't love Matthias? Who else did I know I'm gonna forget somebody. I know I've forgotten somebody. I wanted to meet Jack from Jack Films and just never crossed paths with him. I did go to his panel. I did get some pictures, so I'll be posting some of those later. I went to the Rooster Teeth panel. I went to the panel that Jack was on, so it was Jack, and there was a couple other people on there that I'd never heard of, but ended up just absolutely loving them. You'll see if you go over to Tumblr, I actually posted their pictures with the links to their accounts on there. Of course, I went to Mark's panels. Oh, I met Vernon Shaw from the Game Grumps. How could I miss Vernon? I actually stood and talked to Vernon for a bit. Oh my God. Loved Vernon. Absolutely loved Vernon. So I'll have more pictures of him. He was actually on the panel with Mark, the Gaming for Good, and they were talking about charity work, which was very cool because Vernon's very involved in doing that type of stuff. So that was a very good panel. But I enjoyed the creator panels for what they were. They weren't... Some of them weren't as in-depth as I was hoping, you know, where you could learn to do some things. Matthias and Boogie actually did a really great panel on fair use, and I'm hoping that it gets put up somewhere if it already hasn't. It was really good. They had a lawyer on there, and she explained both sides of it. It's some very lovely people there. I ended up met some contacts. I met some of you guys. I had people come up. I got hugs. It was a lot of fun. So it was but it was different. It wasn't the same. So I'm gonna have some video in here. I'll show some pictures. Again, on Tumblr, I have been posting those pictures. I will not be putting my pictures on Instagram. I know people have been asking me, but I did some research into Instagram's terms and conditions. I don't have a whole lot to say about VidCon other than I didn't get as many pictures this time as I normally do, because this time I concentrated on quality and not just quantity. So in the past, I would, do bursts of pictures where, I would get 5 or 6 of the same picture basically, and, end up with thousands of pictures. This time I did not. If I didn't get it in 2 pictures, then I just didn't get it. There's a fire plane going over. So we have a fire someplace, I'm not sure where. They started flying over yesterday, and I haven't been able to find out where it's at. So anyway, so for each of the panels, I think I maybe, like Mark's individual panel, I think I maybe only got 100 pictures. And then the panel that Jack was on, maybe 200, because I was taking pictures of everybody on the panel. The Fun Employed that they did, maybe 100 pictures. And then I went to Jack's Films panel. I went to the Rooster Teeth panel. I went to a couple other panels. If I don't do these vlogs right away, I kind of forget where I went. Kind of turns into a blur. Plus, I was exhausted. Running from panel to panel is tiring. So anyway, I will be posting pictures on Tumblr because Tumblr doesn't have that policy of selling the rights to your pictures. So I will be posting them over there. And I think that's about it. Thank you for watching, and have a peaceful day. Bye-bye.